Have you ever noticed the winners at the fair have pens of market chickens that are 7 pounds, 7 pounds, and 7 pounds on the dot and wondered, man, how did they do that? In this video, we're going to answer your questions on how do you get birds that are equal size. So before we go and talk about how we make our birds consistent on weight, we need to define what rate of gain is. So rate of gain is how fast your birds are actually growing. So right now at week 4, if we said that my birds are 4 pounds and they are gaining 1 pound a week, that would mean at week 5, they're going to be 5 pounds. That's pretty simple. But what if it's not as simple? So in today's video, we're going to weigh our chickens, and I'm going to show you that rate of gain doesn't actually always follow a pound to pound and a pound a week ratio. When we are weighing our broiler chickens, we want to make certain that we are weighing it on something hard. So I'm using this plywood, and we are also leveling out the scale. So that's what I'm doing, twisting the wheels. I like this platform scale because it's got a detachable monitor and it keeps the broiler chickens low to the ground and has a wide stance, which they seem to really like. You'll also need a pen and a notebook, and it'd be nice if it had several pages because you're going to be weighing the broilers every 3 days to a week. You'll want to turn your monitor on and make certain that it's at 0 before you put the chicken on it. This 4-week-old chicken weighed 3.71 pounds. So I'm just going to let him go. But you could put a zip tie around his leg as long as you have plenty of slack. Never put the bands on them at this age as their legs grow too quickly and we do not want it to get into their leg. This is the second bird and it's 2.51 pounds. The third bird is 3.88 pounds. This bird is 4.61 pounds. Whether I'm marking them or just setting them down, I like to put them in a separate area so I don't keep grabbing the same ones. We want to end up with our broiler chickens each being 7 pounds and 7 weeks when we take them to the fair. So we can see that our broiler chickens currently are between a very light outlier and a very heavy outlier. So then we have the middle amount of chickens. What are we going to do with them? An easy way to do now with a light bird is to separate it so that it has less competition for food and to walk it. That way it kind of gets hungry, and then we'll put it back in with the feed, and that will help bulk them up. Now remember that, because as we're walking our birds that are correct size, or maybe even we're walking birds that are heavy, if we go and we walk them and put them right back into the chicken coop, we're going to increase that weight more than what we're expecting. And now on the opposite side, what happens if you end up with birds that are gaining way too fast? You feed them steam-rolled oats mixed into the feed or steam-rolled oats by themselves. You really need to watch taking your birds and slowing them down, because the judges are going to be looking for full-breasted, hard chickens. When we're slowing our birds down, they tend to end up being soft.